everyone, this is Katerina Marie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about how I got halo hair extensions and dyed them to match my purple hair. So it was honestly a pretty easy process. I did it in 2 steps. So first I dyed the blonde part of the extensions purple and then, let it set, washed it out, everything, dried it. Then I dyed the upper half of them permanent black. So I actually used the same purple dye on the extensions that I used on my own hair, and they're not a totally perfect match, but that's also what I anticipated just because, the blondes weren't the same to begin with. So my bleached hair had a lot of orange tones in it. It wasn't like very blonde. And then the extensions were like way more blonde. So you can kind of see like the more like warm toned purples are my own hair, and then the more cool toned ones are the extensions. But either way, I think they still ended up really cool. I'm excited to see how they last. Every time I wash my own hair, I plan to also wash the extensions so they kind of fade together, so like they continue to match. So this is the color the extensions started off as. It was mostly blonde, and this is what they look like in. I started off by pinning them to a wig head so I could like trim off the sides just so it was more of a gradient instead of like one long block of hair. And as you can see, it was like they were mostly blonde with like a bit of brown strips through, so I thought that would be like the perfect color to blend with my purple. So I finished cutting them once I actually put them in my hair just to make sure that they actually blended and everything. And then next, when I dyed them, I laid them flat and just pretty much tried to saturate it with as much dye as possible. This step actually took forever. And then once I had the dye in there, I just let them sit for like a solid 2 hours or so. And also a good tip is to make sure to flip the hair over just to make sure you super saturate all the parts. Even after doing that, I did end up with like a few tiny, really hard to see like little blonde strippies, but overall I think it still came out pretty good. And I would say, as thick as these extensions are, it took like almost that entire full bottle of dye. And here's what it looked like after the purple dye was all rinsed out. Right after it was all completely dried the next day, I went ahead and mixed up some permanent black dye that I had laying around and put it on the top part of the extensions just to try to get like the closest match to my actual hair. Let that sit for about 45 minutes, rinsed it out, and here we go. I absolutely love how the color turned out. And once I finished that, it was time to finally put them in. So after wearing them, of course, since my hair color didn't match at the time, since it was due for a re-dye, I ended up just curling it because I found that the extensions tend to just blend a lot better that way anyways. The color mismatch really wasn't too bad, but they looked so much better after I got them to like freshly dye, be fully matching and everything. Okay, so I re-dyed my hair recently, so that means I can finally match the extensions without them looking like a totally different color. So I've been like long awaiting this day. So I have been wearing them in the meantime, even though like the color is a bit off. So I've learned exactly where I like them on my head. So I usually split my hair around like this. And then I just kind of flip it forward to keep it out of the way. And then I get the extension part with the clips and just like clip it on. I don't know if you can see that. And then that's pretty much it. And I found for me personally that the actual like string part of it doesn't really do much, like it never really stays in place. So I just pretty much don't use it. It kind of feels like a hassle to use. It doesn't really add anything, so I really find that I almost never use it. But now that my hair is like a matching color again, they actually blend so well. And these extensions are so thick, so it looks like I have a huge amount of hair. That's how they look from the side and from the back. Okay, here are the extensions in all their glory. I just wanted to show them off in like actual good lighting. So you can see, I think as long as my hair is curled, they blend pretty well. that's pretty much the end of this video. I just feel super cute when my hair is very luscious. So ever since I had to chop off so much hair because of all the damage, which I talked about in a different video of mine, these extensions just kind of make my hair feel as luscious as it used to before all the bleach fiasco happened. So yeah, very happy. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Bye.